Hey guys, so I haven't been on here for quite a while, but we've got to play the new Battlefield, well, at least the beta of the Battlefield 2042, and I know everyone is asking themselves, is the game actually ready to launch in a month? Is the game finished? Or will it be finished in 4 weeks when it launches? Well, let's dive into it. But before we do, I just wanna say big thank you to the EA's Creator Network. They hooked me up with the key to the closed beta, so I was able to play the game longer and formulate my opinions better. So thank you for that, and yeah, let's jump right into it. Right, so when it comes to the beta and what we actually got to play, I think we have to differentiate the two different subjects here. The first one is how the game is designed from the gameplay and core gameplay standpoint. Everything from movement, level design, vehicles, handling, weapons. As far as that stuff goes, I think the Battlefield 2042 will be really fucking great. Compared to Battlefield 5, it's already much better. Handling of the weapons is better, there is no random recoil, or well, at least it's manageable. I don't really know the specifics of how the gunplay actually works in that game, but it seems way more straightforward and yeah, it's just more pleasant to play. All of the new things they've implemented, all of the tornadoes, all of those, well, effects, weather effects, it really works and it really gives you the wow effect once again with Battlefield. Like, 128 players, again, I was kind of skeptical they will mess it up because, well, all I had in my head was Metro in Battlefield 3 and 64 players there, but seems like the map we got in the beta, which by the way is like third smallest map out of all of them that we're getting, it really works well. I'm not sure how I feel about the specialist class system. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, even hoped, but I thought that those classes will be a bit more tailored and they will be a bit more distinct than what we received, because currently they kind of all blend into one class. There is only one differentiating factor between them, which is like, I just thought it will be more like Rainbow Six Siege operators, where they are a bit more distinct from one another, rather than having pretty much the same character with one different ability. I guess it's difficult to judge the whole system now. From what I understand, the plan is to implement more operators are in Siege, more specialists to Battlefield 2042 as they go on, so maybe this will make more sense when we actually receive more of those characters and be able to play with more of those. However, one thing I disliked was the fact that specialists in both factions had the same skin, so you couldn't really tell who's the enemy and who's the friendly. And I know there is the icons over their heads, like I'm aware, but in the heat of the moment, and sometimes you can't even see the UI well, it's not the best solution. Like, I would assume that if they want to do that, and if they want to have the same specialists on both factions, then they should at least make different skins for each of them. That would make the most sense to me, at least. And the rest of the game itself, it has been really fun to play. Vehicles, well, they need some work when it comes to balance, but they're actually fun and they're usable, as opposed to Battlefield 5, where, well, using vehicles in Battlefield 5 has been pretty boring. And it's interesting here, tanks are, well, very underpowered in the beta of 2042, but that is just a matter of changing a couple of things in the spreadsheet. It's not really something that will take a long time for DICE to change and to figure out, so it's not something that's big of a deal at this point. And yeah, aircraft seems to be quite OP. I mean, jets are pretty useless, but the helicopters were, well, as you see in the gameplay, they were quite fun to play with and pretty OP, I guess. My major concern about the beta and Battlefield 2042 is the fact that, how do I phrase it to not say it wrong? I'd say it this way. The beta has been too unfinished for me to be able to actually properly judge the gameplay side of things. Because here's the thing. they've been designing the game for 3 years at this point, and somewhat official, well, not official, but we received the information from some developers on Twitter that they're delaying the game, but they're delaying the game because they want to make it even better and they want to polish it more, and well, the game is basically finished, and they're just polishing it, and it's more than finished, and we've heard all of that, and then we received the beta. And well, the beta didn't seem like it was finished. And I know they came out with the statement that the beta build is a couple months old, but still, I mean, they've been designing the game for 3 years. Battlefield 5 took 2. I'm kind of worried that the game might not exactly be that finished when it comes to the launch day, because the issues we've had in the beta, physics of vehicles pretty much being all over the place. Those of you guys who flew aircraft, you know what I'm talking about. Physics combined with netcode, and I don't know what causes it. I hope to God, I'm praying to God, it's not the frostbite choking on 128 players and the servers not being able to handle all of it. Again, those of you guys who flew aircraft know that helicopters and jets, they were teleporting sometimes. We didn't have that in any Battlefield game before. We've had some problems with helicopters being a little weird in the air in Battlefield 4 beta, but we didn't have rubber banding to that extent, so I'm just hoping it's not frostbite tapping out. I'm remaining optimistic that it's all just about some server optimization stuff and they can tweak it before they release the game, but things like that, it just makes me skeptical. Like, is the game finished? Same with the controls of the character. Like, I find it super weird that we have problems with basic stuff such as sensitivity settings and controlling the character, at least on PC. I don't know how it looked like on consoles, but when I played on PC, not only did I get an insanely huge input lag, and all of it makes me kind of worried, because while the game itself, the gameplay part, it seems great, but as I've said, it's quite difficult for me to judge it when the optimization isn't really there. The netcode, well, for vehicles, it hasn't really been there. Well, what I'm trying to say here is that I've expected a little bit more from beta after 3 years of developing the game. I'm really hoping it will succeed this time, because I don't want to repeat Battlefield 5, I don't want to go through this again. We've all been there, or well, at least some of us, and like, none of us wants to go back there. But then again, on the other side, I'm quite skeptical if the game will be ready for launch, because if that's what we're receiving 4 weeks prior to it, I think it's a bit worrying. I'm kind of in the middle here. I like the game, I love how it plays out. I'm kind of skeptical about the specialists thing, because it's like, they got at the core of Battlefield for this, and this doesn't really seem distinct enough from one another to actually provide some sort of uniqueness on the battlefield. On the other hand, I'm still seeing the concept, and I still understand that it might actually work when they provide more of the specialists into the game as time goes on with the Season Pass, or however they're calling it. But then again, I'm worried that the beta we received was quite unfinished for a game that has been in development so long, and developers said that it's finished. Well, what we got in the beta, it's nowhere near being finished. However, I'm curious what you guys think about the beta. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you enjoy about it? What did you not enjoy about it? Let me know down in the comments, and I hope to see you on Battlefield 2042. See ya!